The first human being who hurled an insult instead of a stone was the founder of civilization. Some famous quote, who knows who said it? Tonight, a journey through the ages as we learn how to insult your fellow human beings. Throughout human history, insults of history gets deep. Fact! Right.
Die perfekte Freunde!
The greatest insult of my life was when God insulted me by making me your brother, Scotty. When God put you in this world, it was an insult to me, grave injustice, and ever since then I've been trying to remedy that mistake.
Sounds like your AC is running, TJ. Little hot in there? Little hot in your room?
Yeah, it's hot in here.
Little hot in there, TJ?
It's a little hot.
I feel nice and perfectly cool right now.
Well, that's good for you, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guys, your episode. Do it.
Thou art a scallywag, TJ.
Nachi, I want you to sit there for a minute.
All right.
I want to insult you by making you wait. How's that room feeling right now?
Fine.
Dude, I got an issue, man. I kind of can, sorry to be this kind of person, but I kind of hear something going on in the background there. Distracting
here you go.
Man, it's really distracting, TJ. Turn the AC off, man. Real distracting to me and Paul.
I muted my mic. There's no way you can hear it no more. Go ahead.
I know I hear it, but it's too loud. It's too loud, TJ. Sorry, man. You go ahead and kill that. Did you go ahead and kill that AC, man? TJ, go ahead and kill that AC, dude. It's just like, it's in my ear. Okay. He's going to do it. Finally.
You're just torturing TJ from afar.
Of course, dude. Why wouldn't I? Thank you, TJ. I really appreciate that.
Yeah,
but I know you. I actually I don't think you should shut it off, though. I think you're lying, TJ. You know,
shut off. All right.
I don't think so, TJ. But that's all right, man.
He's gone. Is dead.
No, I don't think so. You think you're lying, TJ?
You got up. Go do your episode.
You got up and stretched your legs, TJ. Was it a nice walk? Well, you haven't even switched the side yet, TJ. The slide, whatever the fuck you call it. You haven't switched the slide. This is a ancient caveman.
Yes.
And so, I mean, you guys, it might look familiar to you guys, but I found this while I searched Google. I said caveman. It's the first image that popped up.
Why is there such a deep, abiding sadness in his eyes?
I'm not really sure. I've tried to figure that one out.
Took his fish away. He had some fish. He fucking reached into the brook, but then, Thag came, took his fish.
I see.
And
so for this part of the show, I mean, look, there was no recorded history, so we can only guess what a caveman insult would be. Did you have any idea what a caveman insult would be, or what about you, Paul? I mean, you kind of even look like this guy a little bit.
I mean, it's
probably an annoyed grunt and like some kind of gesture.
Cavemen had language. Like, they may not have written language, but they definitely had spoken words. Like, they might have had like a series of grunts or whatever, but they were talking to each other. And so they were calling each other names. And I got to imagine it was probably the same shit it is today, just like scatological shit. Like, you pile of bear dung.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You unripe cherry. Yeah, or whatever the fuck.
You're like a dog, lick ball. It's like,
Yes.
yeah, you have some shit like that. Like, when I was around them, like, they probably insult each other's caves, dude.
Yeah. You live in puny cave. Is that cave or hole in ground? Are you gopher?
Is that cave or Mississippi mud hole? Me not even know what Mississippi is, but...
Or mud hole. But what is? So like I said, we don't know too much about it. But we can only speculate.
Thag's shiny rock, barely even shiny.
Yeah. Thag killed more woolly mammoth.
Profanity in ancient Rome. I want to know why his dick is so thick as it goes out, but so thin at the base. That doesn't seem like a good. That doesn't seem like good dick design to me.
That's a billy club of a dick.
It's a god. The fresco from Pompeii shows the god Mercury with a huge penis.
I mean, that's relative, but okay.
And if so, profanity is not just a domain of modern language. In ancient and Roman times, vocabulary considered indecent was widely used. I mean, so of course. I mean, profanity is always going to exist. There's always going to be certain words that, oh, you said the naughty word. You said the bad word. So profanity was more likely to occur in speech than in writing. In literary works, we know the following case of use of profanity. Writers, satirical poets, especially Catullus and Martellius, in addition, Horace in the early poems. Another type of song was a Priapella, dedicated to the god Priapus, a Roman fertility deity providing fertility. Well, of course. I mean, you're gonna have you're gonna send that god a dick offering or something. Like, look, here's a fucking candle shaped like a penis in your honor.
Yeah, dude. Priapism is a boner that won't go away. It's named after that guy.
Damn. So yeah, so it goes back to ancient Rome. I did not know that. So here, let's get into some of the vocabulary.
All right.
The mentula or verpus was the penis.
Verpus.
Put that verpus away. This one, I guess, is the coli or cole, kernels.
What the fuck is? I don't know like your balls. What's kernels? Is that balls?
Yeah, Satan. It's gotta be
balls, right?
It's gotta be your fucking balls.
Gotta be your fucking butts.
Kunis, TJ. You know what kunis is?
I mean, that was obvious. We could get that one anyway. That's still kind of like the root word.
Means your pussy.
Pussy. You are a kunis, Scotty.
What's that, TJ?
I said you, Scotty, are a kunis.
I'm not insulted by that, TJ, because I'm not a misogynist like you.
Okay.
Lendica, TJ. Clitoris. TJ, you're a coolest, TJ.
Anus.
You're an anus.
Merda.
Also, if you're filled with merda.
Future. Sexual intercourse. Futio. Fuck.
I see my favorite one on here. It's got three names proving that the fart has always been the best thing in the world.
One of the fucking names for the fart is pedo, so that's pretty cool.
Pedo. Pedere. Pepede.
Pepede. Oh, I pepede at you. Pelusia magna, young lady, offensive to men. So it's like basically calling you a little bitch. Pelusia magna is like the way of being like, you're a little bitch.
Yeah.
And then Mingeri and Mieri was P. And then Sinead and Pathis and Celeste and Perfidy and Babar and Inepte. Words emphasizing basically just different ways of saying you're a fucking dumbass.
You're slow. You lack skills. You're cowardice. You're weakness.
You're a slow-witted, oafish, fucking piece of shit, degenerate motherfucker.
Means all of those things at once. Not just some of those things. As for prostitution, the most common term for prostitute was scatoro or scatore or scatorai. I don't know. I don't fucking speak Latin. Which mainly occurs in Platytus. The term comes from the word scatores, made of leather. Ah, okay. Prostitutes were also referred to as meretrix, earner, or lupe, she-wolf. The brother was called lupanare. The word prostituto meant to put up for sale.
Prostituto.
So make it pretty obvious, like this woman's putting herself up for sale.
Black people in ancient Rome. What the hell kind of fucking CRT revisionist history is this fucking website?
Well, it's a good picture. It's like the dude saving Maximus from Gladiator, which is, I mean, that's nonfiction, right? It's a movie. How about some Roman graffiti, TJ? If we go down, we can see some of that.
Okay.
Those are examples of Roman graffiti. When in 79 CE, Pompeii and Herculaneum were destroyed by the eruption of the volcano Vesuvius. Pretty famous event.
I never heard of it.
You haven't?
How come I never heard of it then?
Well, you're not well educated and you're not really worldly, so that's probably why.
Damn.
No one expected anything to survive there. However, As it turned out, after many years, volcanic ash had perfectly preserved the remains of the Roman world. To this day, archaeologists are discovering amazing inscriptions and graffiti left by Romans on the walls. Here's some of that graffiti, which is awesome. So this one might apply to you, TJ.
All right.
So TJos Spado, which would mean TJ is a eunuch.
A eunuch, huh?
You little eunuch, TJ.
Why are you saying that, Scotty?
Well, I mean,
why are you saying that mean shit about me, Scotty?
I mean, look, this is an insulting episode. I'm just saying. I mean, they might look at you and think like, "Oh, that poor man, TJ Spado," and you're just like, "No, Spado, no Spado. Oh, TJ Spado."
I think Lucius find it hard to be insulted by Romans, dude, because their cuss words all suck. Like their cuss words are not they're too pretty sounding and shit, you know?
Yeah, they don't have that guttural like
fuck you, bitch. I mean,
fuck you. Fucking piece of fucking shit.
How do you say that? Like all Cune Faglio de Pecho de Pecho.
Yeah, it's like,
you know, it's just like fucking.
Oh, thank you so much.
Apollinaris, Medicus, Titi, Empolatus.
Oh, it's like one of those Harry Potter spells, honey. Oh, that's interesting.
Apollinaris Titus had a good crap here. Okay.
Nice.
Opie, Emboliari, Furnacle. Opius, you're a clown, a thief, and a cheap crook.
Dude, that was you and fucking TJ reincarnated, and you wrote that on the wall, or he wrote it on the wall and blamed it on you, dude. It was the fucking.
It's the 311 of the day.
Yeah, the 311 of ancient Roman days.
Indecentus S. You're a nasty boy. No, Virgula to Titarius.
You're a very nasty boy. Naughty, dirty, nasty boy.
I think it's safe to say that Bill Clinton has been a Virgulia Titarius.
What?
Epiphora Glaber S. I don't know if it's ES is pronounced that way, but whatever. Epiphora, you are bald. I mean, yeah. So honestly, as many fans as fascinate me in ancient Rome, like obviously the architecture, the many conquests, just the history itself. I mean, obviously such a dominant civilization. Their profanity was, like you guys said, a massive disappointment.
Pretty fucking terrible, man.
Yeah, I'm reading this shit. I'm like, I don't know about this. Like, even when I read the translation, it's just not, it doesn't land with me. But you know what? I promised journey throughout history, so I did deliver. Ancient Rome, one of the biggest civilizations ever. We had to cover them. But ultimately, disappointment.
It was a required reading.
How about medieval insults?
Pussy ass Rome. Yeah, these medieval motherfuckers, they better be better than these Romans. Because that shit
you're a base football player. A base football player.
Oh no. So what?
So some samples here as well. I can't believe you go out with such a base football player. His parents don't even own a yacht.
So it's just like the way of saying you're like poor?
I'm guessing that's what it means. Lowborn.
Yes.
Football, back when this insult was spouted in Shakespeare's King Lear, was a game for the lower classes and was renowned for being lawless and violent. Cool. I actually might have watched football back then. Fuck.
Hell yeah, lawless and violence. That's right up my fucking alley right there.
Look at you, TJ, you crook-nosed knave.
Damn.
Man, you're classless and ridiculous, TJ. This actually comes from a defamation suit in England in 1555. A lot of fives there.
But I mean, crook-nosed knave still sucks. That's so PG, you know?
Yeah.
Where a man named John, go back up, TJ, I wasn't done reading that. Where a man named John Bridge claimed that a dude called Winifred had called him this in public. It was clearly a serious insult. But this one, TJ, churl. There's people churling about.
I kind of like that one, depending on what it means.
Yeah, at least it's like, shut that goddamn dog up, churl.
Peasant-like. TJ.
Yeah. This is like everyone I encounter on a daily basis. A bunch of fucking churls.
This comes from the Old English word, I guess, ceorl, which literally meant a man one level above a slave. You're a little better than a
What
slave,
about one
TJ.
level below, Scotty?
One level below? I don't even know. I don't even know, TJ. A coxcomb.
Damn.
Oh, this definitely applies to you, TJ. Vain and foppish person. The coxcomb on top of the cock's head is used for mating displays and generally strutting around looking self-important.
I don't know about all
That
that.
makes sense, TJ. It's like, oh, look at that coxcomb above that cock.
I don't think that applies to
Doxy.
me at all.
A promiscuous woman, TJ.
Ah, yeah. That's not even an insult.
And then I even kind of said this. This is actually less an insult than a technical term in the medieval period.
Yeah.
A doxy was the wife or sexual partner of a brigand or outlaw who robbed people on the roads.
Damn, that's fucking cool.
See, that one's not
Doxy
bad.
life.
I mean, yeah, that's just basically like, the equivalent of like the biker gang. You know what I mean? It's like she's the outlaw's wife or girlfriend.
See, this is another one that's too fucking fancy. Gloss potinier. What is that?
A gluttonous scoundrel.
See?
The words are French and were thrown about with great abandon in epic stories from the medieval period. It's a smooth way of calling somebody a pizza stealer.
You should just be like, you're a fat, greedy fuck. Doesn't that sound
You're
better?
fat,
It does
you're
sound
greedy
better.
and worthless.
Gloss potonier.
I mean, so anything we've learned thus far, I mean, the Romans didn't have a figure out. Some people in medieval times, they didn't have to figure out either. A putarelli?
Putarelli.
Now, what is that?
A whore.
What the fuck? No.
It's a fucking
can't be.
whore is what it is. A woman of ill repute.
Yeah. I know that one because the current way to cuss and say that is putain in
Yep.
French. So,
A modern French swear word. See, Paul even knew.
yeah.
Why do you even know that word, Paul? Interesting. Interesting.
I took 2 years of French in high school. I learned how to cuss.
Oui, Paul. Yeah, that's probably the only thing you remember, too.
It is.
This one is for TJ, too. A scamolier.
Ah,
That's
yes.
right, TJ. A scamolier.
Scamolier.
A scrounger.
Scrounger and a parasite.
Fits
Yes.
TJ perfectly. If you want to spend the afternoon with some delightful archaic insults, pick up this poem that comes from The Flying of Dunbar and Kelly, which is an Old Scots. Old Scots, my favorite language to read in. This one, I see another one. Mandrake, Memmerkin.
Mandrake Mimmerkin.
Oh, dude, if you have a short man's like, you Mandrake Memmerkin. A little man, puppet,
Muppet, childlike, just a little. So this is basically you call it like a manlet now. Little fucking manlet.
Yeah.
Of course, I've read Harry Potter, so yes, is a plant meant to resemble a tiny person, which is a mannequin, from which we get our word for mannequin, which is also a small man or child. And this comes from that also from this Dunbar and Kennedy thing, that poem.
I see.
Hedgeborn.
Yes, TJ.
Another lowborn, illegitimate fucking. It's like, hey, just like some fucking lowly motherfucker. You're
Well,
the
I mean,
dregs, basically.
There was the class and social stratification that still exists today. It was obviously
Well,
more
what was the
clearly
fucking
defined.
what was the fucking word for the lowborn people use against the high? Like, yeah, you fucking snooty ass highborn piece of shit.
I don't think they were sitting around writing poems and shit.
Yeah,
You know
just
what I
like
mean?
getting whipped and shit. Oh, the town of fire full of bastard.
So leverator,
Leverata.
literally liberator, corrupt, or depriving the world of necessary nourishment.
I'm not saying I like this word for that kind of person, but like we need a word for that kind of person again.
Yeah, that's gotta come back.
I think we should just call it like a Bezos or something.
A Ryan?
Ragnon? Ragnon. That sounds like a fucking like a Funyun knockoff or something.
A mangy woman, old and scabby. French in origin again. This comes from Roganux, which is to be covered in scabs.
A rhubarb funyun.
A rhubarb funyun.
Yeah.
Sounds
Like
like
Shakespeare was fond of this one as well.
they have those in fucking Russia, I bet. Have a runyon, comrade.
Onions. They have to have it now, dude. After all the fucking embargoes and shit, It's gotta get that shit still.
We not have Funyuns no more, comrade, but what we have is Ronion. Ronion.
Those poor Russian fucks, dude.
Oh. Leads colonies in tax revolt, triples the tax burden. Whoa, scumbag George Washington, bro.
How about TJ? We come to the founding of this fine nation, the United States of America. These are some colonial insults.
So this is like the early days of insults.
I mean, so hopefully in America we had some good profanity.
Yes.
How about?
I bet we didn't.
Yeah, no, not really.
Early days of America? Maybe. Well, you don't know that, Paul. Don't fucking prejudge.
Yeah, Paul, we all know you're a prigger.
Maybe the profanity of any given era only works within the context of its era. But
TJ,
I suspect that's not the case. I suspect that we just have better profanity now than they did back then.
Peter, do you think Paul is a prigger?
A prigger?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
The fuck is a goddamn prigger? No. I'm going to say Paul is not a prigger.
Priggers of prances meant horse thieves.
Okay.
Prig meant to steal, and prancer meant a horse. Horse thieving was a serious offense, and skilled horse thieves sometimes worked in gangs and
Prigger,
spots.
wait. A fucking insult in this time was, you're a prigger of prancers.
Yes.
What? Dude,
you're a thief of thieves.
That sounds like some fucking goddamn, I don't know. This is some cartoon fucking bullshit. That's not even meant to be an insult. That's the softest insult I've ever fucking heard in my life.
So this one was carried over from medieval times as well. Doxy. So a doxy will tell a prospective John she's engaging in prostitution for the first time only out of hunger. She'll do it to gain his confidence. Then she'll employ her talents for pickpocketing and even murder, if necessary, to take as much as she can.
Cool.
So the doxy had evolved a little bit, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, that's another one that's like, yeah, it was kind of like, we already went over it before, but like now it's like, I guess expanded a little bit.
TJ, you're not but a gilt or a rum drubber.
A rum dubber, Scotty.
Sorry, how do you know that, TJ? It's almost like
I'm
you're
looking at the fucking document. I'm looking at the fucking document. I'm not letting you get away with that drubber shit. It says rum dubber, not drubber. Dubber.
Rum drubber, TJ.
Rum dubber.
Is a thief who preyed upon taverns and their guests. He would arrive and inform the owner he needed a room. Upon being given one, he would sneak throughout the building and use picklocks to open and often relock other rooms, chests or boxes, and remove what he could steal. He would then leave in short order. Damn, dude.
A rum dubber.
It's a rum dubber.
This is some pretty weak ass insults so far.
No, dude, I'm sorry. I mean, like, people just didn't know how to insult back in the day. All the cool ones just didn't make it to these fucking websites or these lists or Wikipedia or Encyclopedia Britannica. Just didn't make it. I'm sorry. How about palliards or clapperdiogans?
Clapper dog. What?
Clapperdiogans?
Clapper dog. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to say that either. Man.
We're beggars who operate as a family. The wife would pose as a widow with children gathered about her, sometimes borrowed. She'd say she lost her husband at sea in order to play to people's sympathy for money.
Meanwhile, can I borrow your child to run a scam for a couple of days? Oh, yeah.
You just give me my cut, you know. That's fine.
Meanwhile, the husband would lie a few feet away after applying false sores to his body. He then begged as a sick and dying pauper. Both stories succeeded in drawing out sympathetic responses.
I'm sick, guys. I'm in a real bad way. Yeah.
I've got the flux. I've got it all. It's like, give the poor bastard a shilling. Filch, TJ, how about this one? Describe.
The steal? I thought that.
Yeah, describe a staff with a hook on the end.
Okay.
A man filching a cove or a woman filching mort could use it to snag an article of clothing or some other object that he wished to make off with. So it was basically an implement to steal with.
All right.
This one I think everyone's going to know just from watching any pirate movie or going on fucking like Pirates of the Caribbean. A lubber was simply an awkward man.
A landlubber.
Yeah, sales use the term. From therefore, we got the expression landlubber.
Just
saying you're awkward. Yeah, you're awkward on land. You're awkward on the sea.
Yeah, you little punk ass bitch on the sea.
How about this one, TJ? A rook. You know what a rook was? Actually, you know, so I'll ask Paul. What do you think a rook was, Paul?
A rook. I don't know. Somebody that like got fresh with people.
A rook was a cheat.
A cheat.
The expression probably derived from the crafty bird. Now, this one I did not make up. Just so you guys know. Because it seems like this one literally was made up like 5 years ago. Lol poop.
Lol poop?
I'm not making it up. Like,
what?
Lol poop.
Lol poops.
Was a lazy idle man, lol poops, who stayed in bed too late were likely to get the cold pig treatment. A woman of the house would abruptly remove all the bedding clothes from the sleepy man, leaving him either to shiver or get up. It's like, you gotta get the fuck out of bed. A fussock.
There's a third way.
All right. Well,
there is a third option there that the lol poop could engage in. I'm just saying.
a fussock was the male version of the male lol poop. The term was usually applied to a fatter and older woman who were lazy.
Damn.
Cool. For this one, a gentleman of 3 outs was a man who lacked wit, money, or credit, and matter. A gentleman of 3 outs.
Damn.
He lacks money, he lacks wit, and he lacks manners. Who cares? Sounds like a pretty cool guy to me.
I like that one, man, dude. You're down 3 times bad, you know?
Yeah, you fucking triple suck, motherfucker. And you ain't even fucking good on any level. You dog shit.
I'll be honest with you guys. I like the gentleman of 3 outs, and I like lol poop, but I don't like much else. Priggers of prances, a doxy, a rum
priggery, prancery, strawberry robbery. Oh,
so you guys, most of the insults back in the day fucking sucked. I mean, like, an episode on insults, dude, I thought for sure, I was like, man, this episode's going to be great. And I'll be honest with you, man. The insults are just lackluster.
On insults fucking sucks dick, bro. I insult your episode about insults.
I mean, I would expect someone to insult, to insult an episode about insults. But my episode's great, dude. It's the best episode. It's a terrific episode. Look, people learn a lot of insults today, TJ. What do they learn from your episodes?
They learn nothing. I don't bother trying to teach these motherfuckers shit, Scotty. When you know what, learn, they don't want to learn shit.
You're quite an addlepate, TJ. You know that?
Nah.
An inconsiderate or foolish fellow.
No, how are you going to say that?
TJ is
I'm considerate and intelligent. Fuck you.
You're a slubberty gullion, TJ.
Slubberty gullion?
That's an actual thing, but I don't know what it means.
Yeah, well, you're a fucking
blumber
tunk or something.
Because that's my favorite old sounding one. I was waiting for it to come up. Slubber degullion.
Man, I don't want me no damn slubberty gullion or whatever the fuck you talking about.
Backbiter makes a lot more sense. It's one whose son is another behind his back.
Oh, man.
Like, the minute you leave the room.
What
does it mean?
Slubberty gullion, noun, a contemptible creature, a base, foul wretch.
Cool. That's pretty
mean,
fucking
dirty
dope.
wretch, or a filthy, slobbering person, a sloven, a villain, a fiend, a louse.
Cool.
Beautiful.
You're a fucking slubberty gullion, TJ.
Whatever, Paul.
It's a great insult. That's a really good insult.
Rolls
How
off
about
the
a
tongue.
blouse or blouse bella? It's an
blouse
unkept,
bella.
an unkept woman.
Damn.
How dare you come to me on this unkept and disheveled state? Hair hanging about your face, your clothes in tatters.
Let the woman
You
dress how she
disgust me.
wants. Why you gotta fucking couldn't pose in your 18th century beauty standards on her?
The next one, TJ, is an insult that, quite frankly, I must admit, I think this, of any other insults, really hits the nail on the head, aside from Paul's.
All right.
A blunderbuss.
Blunderbuss.
Stupid, blundering fellow.
Mm-hmm. How'd I know when there was an episode of insults, every single one of them was going to be applied to me? It's like, man, that one, TJ. Oh, yeah, that one. Like him.
How did you know?
Oh, he's a blunderbuss, all right. Oh, shit.
I mean, look, I didn't say you're like a blows Bella. I didn't say you're that. You're not an unkept
This is an unkept woman.
How about this
I
one?
am. You don't know? You don't know nothing
That's
about
true.
me.
How about a
son of a bitch.
bobtail? A lewd woman, or one that plays with her tail. Also an impotent man or eunuch.
Does that mean she's like finger fucking her booty in the mirror or what?
Look at her bobtail. Also, that might mean an impotent man or a
What's
eunuch.
going on? Yeah. There you go.
A bull calf. A great hokey or clumsy fellow.
All right, that one actually does apply to me.
Now, this
TJ,
one, TJ, this one you would say to me.
I named the Slubberdigullion and Bull Calf.
All right.
This one
Very
you would have
well,
definitely
then.
called me, TJ. 18th century TJ would have called me this. Corny faced. A very red, pimply face.
That's your Scotty, it is, my coney face brother.
Nice.
Death's head upon a mopstick.
I like that.
A poor, miserable, emaciated fellow. So basically, you're not
Oh,
lying.
I get you. I get it. It's very evocative, actually. That's pretty cool.
Can't really apply to any of us, though.
Yeah.
Yet.
Duke of Limbs, a tall, awkward, ill-made fellow. So
All
a
right.
gangly person.
Gangly.
Dude,
We already talked about
limbs.
We already talked about that one.
These guys,
Columbus.
like this era is good. I like this one.
Golumpus.
You're quite a Columbus. A
large, clumsy fellow. Man, there's too many of them for that.
Slubberdigullion Columbus.
Gundaguts, a fat, pursy fellow. I don't know what a pursy means. I guess it means like prissy or something. Hanging chains, a vile, desperate fellow. Hellborn babe, a lewd, graceless youth, one naturally of a wicked disposition. Ah, okay. That one I definitely get. He's a hellborn babe, that one there. Oh, Tina, this one actually does apply to you.
All right.
Jolterhead, a large head, or metaphorically, a stupid fellow. You do have a
How
large
the
head.
fuck is a
though.
large head associated with stupidity, man? Large head means big brain.
Grotesque.
Means, you know.
It meant your head was grotesque, TJ. That's what it meant. Oh, look at that.
Grotesque.
Jolterhead there.
The grotesquely large head.
Just ass, a punning appellation for justice, or a punning name for a judge. Look at that just ass.
Just ass.
Oh, this one I'm definitely not going to apply to you, TJ. A lobcock, a large, relaxed penis. Also, a dull, inanimate fellow.
Hmm.
I wish I had a lobcock.
Me too.
This one applies to all of us, though. Puff guts, a fat man.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
A
I
scrub.
named the Puff Guts and Slubberdigullion.
A low, mean fellow, employed in all sorts of dirty work. Look at that scrub.
Scrub.
A shababa
I don't want no scrub. Scrub.
Quiet, you
can't get no love from me.
You ill-dressed, shitty fellow. Also a mean-spirited person. A shag bag. A poor fellow, a poor sneaking fellow, a man of no spirit.
Damn.
Damn,
That's
I've known a couple of shag bags in my life.
Look at that. Yeah, that's a sad seg. Look at that poor
I thought that was
shag
going to be
bag.
like the fucking ancient term for cum dumpster, honestly.
Oh, really?
It's a sad
Yeah,
sack,
because like,
dude.
you know, the fucking, I guess maybe fucking Austin Powers fucking ruined it for me or something.
Squire of Alisatia, a weak profligate or spendthrift. Okay.
Hmm.
Tatterdemalion, a ragged fellow whose clothes hang all in tatters.
Damn, that's just mean. Like he's poor.
Yeah, and I got enough problems with that you fucking shitting on him just for his fucking
Yeah.
the state of his clothes.
You
and
come
shit.
up with a whole fucking name for a dude that's just too poor to have nice clothes.
Look at that
What a
disgusting
tatterdemalion.
tatterdemalion. Yeah.
What a piece of shit, man. Fuck
This
you.
one actually still gets used. Thingamabob. A thingamabob. A
I never really
vulgar
thought it was
address.
an insult, but yeah.
It was a vulgar address or nomination to any person whose name is unknown. Thingamabob's testicles.
Oh, so it's like more like a dismissive, like, yeah, no, that fucking, what's his face?
Yeah, Thingamabob. You know, the balls. He's basically balls. Ooh, an unlicked cub. You're not but an unlicked cub, TJ. A rude, uncouth young fellow. I'm sorry, that doesn't apply to you. You're not young
Because
anymore.
I'm not young no more.
Yes, you're now a middle-aged man, TJ.
You're a middle-aged man! Middle-aged fucking man, you is.
What about the age of the prudes? The Victorians, man.
Fucking
Assuredly.
Victorian pieces of shit.
Assuredly, these Victorians, I mean, like, they're so socially repressed. You figure, like, when they do fucking fly off the deep end, You gotta have
It's
some.
got to
good
be
insults.
something fucking. It's got to have some solid shit, right? Nope, it's a bunch of weak shit.
Church bell, TJ.
Look at this weak ass shit. Someone
talkative
called you a
woman?
church. Oh, you're a church bell. It's like
Shut up,
whatever.
you flap doodle.
Flap noodle.
This is like Mr. Burns insulting you. You're quite a flap doodle.
Sexually incompetent man. All right, I get it. Flap doodle.
Yeah, it's like your little
But
doodle's flap.
still, why just fucking be like, you limp dick motherfucker? Doesn't that sound better?
Oh, look at him. Look at that little strange little flap doodle.
It sounds like they're trying to like spare your feelings with that flap doodle shit.
How about a foozler? That sounds like Dr. Seuss.
I know, this is like fucking, yeah.
A foozler. A bungler.
It came without
who does
foozlers. It
things
came
clumsily.
without wuzzles. You know, it was like, fuck you. A bungler? Okay.
Gib face.
Just an ugly motherfucker. Especially with a heavy lower jaw.
And their example is
Edge
basically
creeper, prostitute. Hornswoggler is still kind of in use here
Yeah.
and there.
A fraud or cheat. Jollocks. A fat person.
There's always a fucking plenty of terms for fat fucking oafish motherfuckers. That just shows me that we're a fucking tried and true breed of humanity, you know?
Yeah, we've been around a long time, man.
We've always been with you.
Which is kind of funny because people pretend like fat people are a new thing.
Nope.
Momsy nose. A heavily acne nose. The assumption here was that the acne nose was a result of drinking too much Momsy wine.
Quit drinking all that Malmsey wine.
A meter. A coward.
Quit
the
being
fuck,
such a
dude?
meter and jump out the plane, Frank.
I don't know if that's a... I mean, yeah, it's jumping out of a plane. A mumbling cove, TJ. A shabby person or unpleasant, deceitful landlord.
Mutton shunter. A policeman, especially one tasked with harrying street prostitutes. Mutton. Okay. I kind of like it.
You pigeon-livered fool.
Shunt off the mutton. Gotcha. Pigeon
cowardly.
livered, cowardly, rat
Okay,
bag.
being cowardly was a
rat
big
bag
deal.
is actually still a decent enough insult. It's not great, but it's decent. You could at least still be like, you rat bag fucking faggot piece of shit. General term of abuse. Just like, yeah, I don't know enough about
Crazy.
you to have a specific insult, but until then, you're just a rat bag,
How about
motherfucker.
Vasey, TJ? Stupid.
Stupid. Vasey.
Wagtail.
Wagtail, a promiscuous woman or prostitute, less commonly a dissolute man. And finally, Whooper Up, a second-rate singer who produces noise rather than music.
Dude, I'm glad this exists.
Whooper up. Yeah, there's a lot of those out there now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude. So
man.
that I want to bring that one back.
Fucking Whooper Ups.
I found a couple more that wasn't here.
Now they just auto-tune that shit.
How about a fly rink, TJ?
Uh-huh.
Look at
What
that
is that?
fellow's fly rink. A
It's a
term
bald
for
guy.
a polished bald head.
Huh.
And I forget the one down the episode on because we're a podcast. Pod snappery. This term describes a person with willful determination to ignore the objectionable or inconvenient at the same time, assuming airs of superior virtue and noble resignation. Wow,
Damn.
that one
word
applies
needs-
to this.
That one needs to come back real bad.
Look at that pod snappery going on there. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm bringing that one back. Woofer up in pod snappery, definitely coming back. Well, I hope you gentlemen have enjoyed your trip throughout the ages
I
of
didn't,
insults.
Scotty. You're a fucking cream-faced loon, Scotty.
You know what, TJ? I just want pod snappery out of you.
Uh-huh.
You unlicked cub, TJ.
Mm-hmm.
You tatter medallion. You puffer guts. You gungiggets. You golumpus. You fussock. You duke of limbs. Death upon a headstick. Corny face bull calf bobtail blunderbuss.
Most of those
Blouse-
don't apply to me. One of those
Paint.
means fucking scrawny, emaciated dude. I'm definitely not that. So your insults don't even make sense, Scotty. You
All
trash.
right, T, that's fine. We all know you're a gentleman of 3 outs. Good day to you, sir.
Good day to you.
Deep fat fried. Deep fat fried. Deep fat fried. Deep fat fried.